welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're looking at actually refilling a LaserJet HP 12A cartridge. These fit loads of different products, but it's basically the same principle for all sorts of cartridges. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this with powder so that we can reuse it. I've got 2 or 3 of these. I've just bought a sort of aftermarket one. They're just not as good quality aftermarket ones, so it's worth filling these up, because then you've got a couple of spares, and then you don't run into a bit of a panic like we did when we ran out of this one. So I've got another one of these, and I bought the aftermarket one. Anyway, let's get straight to the chase. Now, I don't normally make videos that everyone else has made, but the ones that I tried to look at for this on the internet, on YouTube, were just all with no sound, just music, crazy music, and it was all really quick and not very explanatory, to be honest. So what we will do is talk you through this one. What we've got to actually do is, these are made up of like 2 halves. So what we're actually trying to do is split the 2 halves so that we can then get, at the end here, it's got a plug, and we pull that plug out. So this video will be getting us to that point where we can take the plug out and fill it up. And then obviously putting it back is just a reverse of the procedure of taking it apart. These cases are hinged with like 2 pins. So what we're actually doing is trying to take bits off so that we can get to those 2 pins, push them out, and then split the cases, and then take an end plate off, and then we can get to the cap. Now, I've looked at videos on the internet, and people have done different ways of doing it. I'm going to try and do it the way that involves least chance of you breaking something, which might not be the quickest way, but it will be a safe way. Okay, so let's get started. A lot of the videos that you see on the internet are all just talking about cleaning it while you're there. So we'll just do a cursory clean while we're there. Now, the first thing to do, there's a little spring here, and it's just clipped on very simply. So I'm going to take that off now. Well, I've used a pair of pliers, and that was a spring, so it basically used to clip on there, and there's another knob on the other side. So we'll take that off, put that up there. That's the first thing. Right, now we're at this end with the little triangle drive. Now we're going to take that one off and that one off, and then take this end plate off. All right, those 2 are out. Look, and I can take that plastic thing off there. Now, what taking that end plate off allows us to do is to take this out and pull it towards me. So let me try and do that. Okay, look, you can see there, it just pops up like that. And the reason we took that spring out that end is so that we can actually get this out. So what this means, so the reason we've done that, look, we can take that up, and then while we're there, we twist it and pull at the same time, and it's come off out of that end. Now, obviously, while we're here, we can clean this up, and I'll get a nice rag and clean that up. All right. Look at that. Let me know. So a lot of powder there. Oh, look at that. It's coming out. Look, it's all coming out of a gap at the bottom here. So I'm doing it here at the moment to get that out. What I'm going to do is get a little brush and brush that little thing there. So it'll probably never be white again. You can see that. Ah, look. Here we are, look. So now what we're going to try and do is take that. There's a black roller in there. We have to take this roller out purely to get 2 pins that we need to get out. So let's get ourselves a little. So look. What we'll do is pull a little something under there. There you are, look. See? We just do that, and then we pull out this roller like that. Be very careful. That comes out. We put it down like that. Now we can see these pins that we need to push out. Look, there's a pin there, and there's the same pin on that side. And the way we're going to push those out is by pushing them from the inside in here. Just brush it again with the brush. I'm actually going to go and get my vacuum cleaner. Now we're going to push these pins out, and what we can do is we can locate them. If you look down there, the pin there is right at the bottom. You can just sort of like see half of it. So I'm going to push that pin out there with that little pick of mine. All right, trust me, it's easy enough. You push it with that pick on the inside, look, and that pin's come out. So I'm now going to pull that out with some pliers. Oh no, I don't even need to, look, I just used it with my fingers there. That's one pin, and then we're going to do the same in the one down here. There we are. Look, that pin's pushed out, and I'll pull that one out. The 2 pins are out. Now they've got 2 little springs. They've got a spring there. There's a spring that sits there. But now, well, look, we can just take these two halves apart. So now I'm going to brush that down and hoover that up quickly. Okay, clean that up. It's looking lovely. Clean this one up. This roller, these black rollers will always have attract the black, so don't worry about that. All right. So now we've got this off. Look, this is the one that we want to look at. Now we can undo this screw here. Take this cap off. There we are. It's one that you can actually see me do. Unscrew that. Screw comes off. Put that there. Right. Look, I'm coming. Okay. So then we can take that off. Look. And there is the plug. So that's come off. This roller came out. Oh, careful of that end. So that roller comes out. Yeah. And look, that's the plug. This is what we're after. So we undo this. It's just a little plastic plug there. There we are. That's off. Right, look. And you can now fill that full of toner to your heart's content. And then you've got a brand new. And then put the plug back in. And you just put it all back together again. But you see, there's aftermarket ones now, because presumably the patent is expired. But you know, these were like 60, 70 quid. I think they still are. The new ones. So anyway, I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to wait for my toner to come. Then I can fill that up. Now all the toner that was on there, I folded the piece of paper up to a groove. And I poured it all back down in there. So I've already got a load of toner back in it. So toner powder's turned up. I've got out that. I'll give me a little spout there to help me fill it up, and a couple of pairs of gloves. So what we'll do is get the cartridge ready. This is all cleaned up, but the powder can come back out of there. So if we put the powder in there, and then as we stand that up, it'll all come out the bottom there. So what I've done is taken this one, look, and we're gonna put it back in there. That's back in there now. So you've got to be careful, because this end here will come out if you're not careful. But now we can take this off and fill that up. There we are. She's out, so now let's fill her up. We've got the spout on there. So now what we can do, hold this up, put it in here, and we'll just fill it up basically. You tap it like that to get the ink out. That's empty. This is full. I can feel the weight of it now. So now we can put that back in. Right. Now, if we leave that like that, that's like that. Now we can go and get the other side. Now we take this side here, which we've cleaned up. We start putting the cases back together again. First things first, we have to screw that end back on here. Goes on there like that, look. And now we'll put the screw in the middle. Okay, that's in there nice and tight. And that's good. So we didn't get any spillage there. So I'm just gonna wipe that. There's a little bit on that roller. I'll just wipe that off there to try and keep things clean. Now I'll put the two sides together. Goes in there. It goes in there like that. Okay, look, I've put that pin in there. You can see it there, yeah. I've put the pin in. You hold this open here just so you've got access to the pinhole, and I'll push that pin back through. Right, look, I'll push that in. Make sure that's flush, that this arm here, look, can go past it like that. Okay, so now we'll do the other side. The side, look, push this cover back, and that reveals that hole there where we put the pin in. Push it in that hole, and then I'll push it in. Okay, that one's in, look, nice and flush as well. So we put the pins back in, got your geared end here, and then you can put, the next one to do is to slot in there. Put this one in. You can see some slots there. So you put it in there, one. Yeah, it rolls in there nicely. And then we can put the top one in. So I push this one in, like we did. But do you remember, you put that in here. You have to just push that gently. Turn, twist, push and twist. That goes on there. From this end, gently move that, and that'll click in there though. So make sure that the gears are actually seated in. There we are. That's it. Then it's in. The gears could be sitting on top of each other. So that's in. This thing here is in the middle. Now take that top. Remember this one here. You get that one to fit on, and then we can put that screw and that screw back. Those two screws are in there nicely. So the last thing to do is to put, if you remember, there's a little spring here, which goes that way round. That spring clips on that little hook there, and it goes up to that hook there, look. Sorry for the light here. So that's now on. So she's finished. It's good to go. Put that in the printer in a minute and just check that it works all right. But that's how we do it. We've refilled that cartridge. I mean, once you've done it once, you can do it the next time in probably ping, probably less than 5 minutes. It's job done. All right, I've put it in the printer. I did a test. What I did was a clean actually. If you go to menu, service, cleaning mode, I think it was. Cleaning mode, and then you press there, and you press there, and it'll do a clean. So what that'll do is just clean up the thing. So I've done that. I've already done one, but I'm just showing you guys. So that's what came out. So now let's do a test. Menu, ports, demo page, enter. Let's see what comes out. Now this was so empty that it wouldn't print anything before. Oh, look at that. Look at that. No, she's fine. It'll take a few prints just to clean itself up, but look at that. It's good to go. So you've done it. Hope this video has helped. Really quick and easy. I mean, to do it the second time, you can literally do it in 5 minutes. So I can now keep reusing that printer cartridge. I've actually got 3. So I've got the unbranded one I bought, which I'm going to run now, take back out and put back in, and then I've got two genuine HP ones which I can keep refilling as well. So we're set up. So I hope this has helped. If you like the channel, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, send me any questions. See ya.